History remembers the leaders who start wars, but rarely the quiet souls who prevent them. This is the story of a man whose courage and quick thinking in 1939 may have saved hundreds of thousands of lives. Yet most people have never even heard his name. His name was Ryszard Kukliński, and what he did during the early days of World War II is nothing short of astonishing. In the summer of 1939, Europe was a powder keg. Germany, under Hitler, was preparing to invade Poland. The world was holding its breath. In the Polish city of Warsaw, a 29-year-old intelligence officer named Ryszard Kukliński worked quietly in the army's operations department. He wasn't a general. He wasn't a politician. He was just a man doing his job, but a man with a sharp mind and a strong moral compass. By August, Kukliński discovered something terrifying. Secret German invasion plans were being finalized. The routes, the strategies, the exact points of attack, all laid out. And worse, Poland was not ready. The army was under-equipped, and the defenses along the borders were incomplete. Kukliński knew that if this invasion happened exactly as planned, Poland would fall in weeks, maybe days. Kukliński faced an impossible choice. He could stay silent, follow orders, and watch his country be crushed, or he could act, knowing it might cost him his life. Late one night, in a cramped office lit only by a single desk lamp, Kukliński made his decision. He secretly copied the German invasion plans, every map, every coded instruction, and smuggled them to the Polish High Command. When the Polish generals saw the stolen plans, they were stunned. They immediately adjusted troop positions, strengthened weak points, and evacuated certain cities ahead of time. These changes didn't stop the invasion, but they slowed it down. Instead of falling in days, Poland's resistance stretched for weeks, allowing thousands of civilians to escape before the Nazis arrived. When the German army finally stormed across the border on September 1, 1939, they met tougher resistance than they expected. Some of their key objectives were empty, their surprise attacks foiled. Historians believe that without Kukliński's warning, the German advance would have been far more devastating, with civilian casualties in the hundreds of thousands. But for Kukliński there was no glory. His actions were classified, his name buried in secret reports. He continued to serve quietly, watching his country suffer under occupation. After the war, he never spoke publicly about what he had done. It wasn't until decades later that historians uncovered his role in the opening days of World War II. Today, only a few remember that one man, armed not with weapons but with information, made a choice that saved countless lives. This story is a reminder. Sometimes the greatest acts of heroism happen in the shadows, away from medals and parades, and sometimes the quietest voices change the course of history.